Good day, lovely people. Good day, lovely people. Tomiko, social worker. I am just coming to check in one last time before the official Father's Day, which is tomorrow. I wanted to check in. I wanted to say hello. I wanted to give all the fathers a good, happy Father's Day before the day actually come. I wanted to celebrate my father, my own self. I wanted to talk to you about my own father. I know I gave you different experiences with the two guests that I had on, but I am going to conclude this Father's Day celebration talking about my own fathers. Listen, viewer discretion is advised. It is advised. All right. Listen, I grew up with both parents. I grew up with my mother and my father. We all lived together, myself, my siblings, and then maybe about, I believe, 2 or 3 years old, we get a letter, and my father decided to leave. He decided to move on with his life without my mother, and so we moved out of the apartment. We started to live with my grandmother for a period of time. My mother's mother, my maternal grandmother, we started to live there. I grew up there most of my life, like I said, with my mother and my maternal grandmother. And then one Sunday, I don't know, it's just something about Sundays, y'all, something about Sundays. One Sunday, my father comes and he visits us. I'm about 11, 12. At that time, he visits us, and I'm looking at him. I knew who he was. I'm looking at him like, you know, what you doing here? And so he came to see us. He came to see his children. He came to see us. He came to see us. One thing I'll tell you, it don't matter where you are. When the Father wants you, he's coming for you. He is coming for you. And so I was there. I was in the kitchen. Him and my mother, they started talking, and I heard my mother telling my father, you know, to leave and don't come back and stuff like that. It kind of hurt me. I started to cry and things like that. And then Vanessa was like, you see, Curtis, you see, you got the kids crying. And in my head, I'm like, no, you telling him not to come back, you know, got me crying. Not him. He didn't have me crying. But anyway, so he stayed for a little bit. I got a chance to spend time with him and things like that. And then he left and stuff like that. And then they came back to see us. He still came back to see us. My father still came back to see his children. I continued my relationship with my father. When I became an adult, I started to visit my father then. I started to visit my father, and that's when I asked him the $1 million question. My $1 million question was, why did you leave? Why didn't you stay in a household? And he gave me his answer. And what I did respect about him is that he started his statement with I. He started his statement with I. He didn't start his statement it was because of your mother. You know, he didn't start the statement it was your mother's fault. He did not start. He started the statement with I, which shows me that he was able to take accountability of his actions, of his choices. And we had a great relationship from there. I often called my father my best friend. I was able to talk to him about anything and everything. And we respected each other. So now I'm about 24 now. I am about 24 years old. One day my father calls me. He calls me and he say, Miko, give me a call back. And so I took advantage of time. I did not call him that same day. I was going to call him on the next day. An hour before that I was going to call him, I get a phone call. And my grandmother calls me. Now, this is my father's mother, my paternal grandmother. She calls me and she tell me that my father is dead. He tell me that my father is dead. You hear that scream? I didn't scream, but I sure felt like screaming. And so she said, and I said, what happened? And she said, well, your father got killed. She told me, you know, details of the story and things like that. It is ugly, but it is the truth. Now, I don't have a father. I don't have a living father at that time anymore. My father is deceased. However, I was glad that I was able to make peace with him. I was glad that I was able to let hard feelings go. I was glad that I was able to have this tough conversation with him. The tough conversation nobody really, no child really want to ask the father, why didn't they stay? You know, why did they have to go? But I was strong enough and I did. He was honest. He explained his side of the story and I respected it. And so I am encouraging the people that are, you know, that you might be giving your father a life sentence to whatever he did in the past, you know, whether it was to you, whether it was to your mother. I'm encouraging you, if you can find some space in your heart, if you can find some space in your mind to possibly maybe to let it go. And it is letting it go, not more for him, but it is letting it go for you, so you can be able to move on in life. So you can be able to move on in life. Please Google that statement. Life is too short to hold long grudges. I carry that statement with me, and it helped me to forgive. It has helped me to forgive and to let it go. All right, so before I conclude, I did not want to conclude. I did not want to end without showing you a picture of my father, This is my father. This is Curtis Moore. His full name is Curtis Royster Moore. My name is Tomiko Chanel Moore. I carry his last name. I am so proud to be his daughter. I hold his last name up with integrity. He often say, Miko, them two O's are strong. Them two O's are strong. Listen, I live by it. There are times that I have weak moments, so he's not talking about that. He is just saying that you can get through tough times and you can make a bad situation look good. There are good things that can come out of a bad situation. There are good things that can come out of a bad situation. Once again, this is Curtis Moore, and I am standing right next to him. I am right beside him. I wanted to share space with him, and so we are connected. We are connected through the bloodline. We are connected through this picture. We are connected, and I remain connected to my father. All right. Once again, I did not want it to go without recognizing my father. And if he was here, I probably would have sung him a song, and it would have went like this. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Happy Father's Day to you. All right. Listen. Sing to your father. I am no Luther Vandross, but I love his song, Dance with Your Father. Luther Vandross, V-A-N-D-R-O-S-S, I believe. That's how you spell his name. Look it up for those who do not know him. Luther Vandross made a song, Dance with My Father Again. Please, I am encouraging you, if you can dance with your father's daughters and sons, dance with your fathers again, daughters and sons. Listen, in my culture, when someone passed away, sometimes we like to dance. You know, we celebrate their homegoing. But do not wait till your father lie in a casket to dance. Do not wait till your father lie in a casket to dance. I am encouraging you, do a little dance for me to dance with your fathers. All right, I am signing off now. Once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And once again, make sure you take care of yourself and each other. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.